going on even though I'm not pausing. So I'll turn it off. There we go.
Workout resumed.
There we go. All right, well, this is Steve, and I've got a windsock today because it is breezy. And I'm out here walking on a Friday afternoon. Need to pick up my daughter from school promptly at 2:10, 2:15 and get her over to the elementary school that my wife works. Has to do with a really neat project she did. I don't know if it was a senior project or maybe National Honor Society or something like that. And she purchased a buddy bench. And the idea behind this is that the elementary schools, if some child is just feeling left out, they're to go sit on this bench, and then other kids who may care I will go and join them. Hello. So it's now Friday afternoon, and tomorrow, good running buddy there.
Yes.
Tomorrow is the 5K, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow, so just haven't been feeling right, so I may alter my run-walk intervals. We do less running, more walking than I usually do, and take it easy no matter what. But I have a doctor's call into the cardiologist just to say, hey, I'm not feeling quite normal, so I know we have an appointment on Monday. Let's talk about it. But they haven't called back. So that was yesterday. It's a beautiful sunny day here. On Wednesday it was just cold and rainy. Tomorrow's supposed to be cold. So whatever this breeze is coming through this afternoon, even though I'm enjoying the sunshine now, tomorrow's high is supposed to be pretty chilly. But at least it's supposed to be sunny. And we will take the sunshine over the cloudy skies first thing in the morning. So the 5K is at 8:30 a.m. And tonight there is a memorial service for our friend Jim Crook, and he is being honored tomorrow at the 5K. So a lot of family has come in, and we're helping out with meals and things like that. Let's see, what else is going on? Not too much. I'm trying. I forgot exactly what Carla said about the I Smooth Run lady. I do have the volume up, so we may hear from her. But I'm just walking today. This loop is 1.5 miles, but I guess I'm tacking on this 4th Street Park that I have been at lately. And one of the things I wanted to do, I just posted something about a chest strap heart monitor, is somebody said that while running, the Fitbit is not the most accurate. But is it? So if my heart rate runs up to 150, 160, is it really? I mean, maybe it is. I hate to think that it really was. So just trying to figure out what's going on.
Steady. 35 minutes at 12 minutes per mile.
Oh, I guess I set a pace.
Go.
What? Oh, I guess I set a... Oh, maybe that was my warm-up. I set a pace of 12 minutes per mile. That would be if I was running. So since I'm walking, it's going to be yelling at me. Well, I sure hope the windsock is doing a decent job at filtering the wind, because got a stiff breeze out here. So I downloaded an app that measures your heart rate. And since I'm walking, I don't know if I will see distortion at all. Guess if I tried to walk faster, maybe I would see. I just want to compare the two heart rates. Well, that might be hard to do if I was running, because you have to keep your finger kind of still.
10 seconds behind.
Oh, okay, I see what's going to happen now. Yeah, kind of hard to keep your finger still over the flash, because that's how it measures or detects your pulse. It's interesting. I'm out in the open right now, and there are not a lot of trees where I am, but oh my, you sure hear the wind through the trees right now. Get a little lull right now. Oh, I was mentioning something about this buddy bench. My daughter raised funds for it. It was installed. They're probably, I'm guessing what they're doing is they are recognizing it officially. I guess doing some sort of christening, or not sure what you do with stuff like that. They may be recognizing her for her efforts. So, hooray for Anna! Passing by a natural garden planted by a nursery my wife used to work for. Butterfly habitat. And one thing you won't find in that butterfly habitat is butterfly bushes. Butterfly bushes are an invasive species. I have seen butterflies at them, but evidently they're not the best thing. So I'm pretty sure there are no butterfly bushes.
38 seconds
there.
Behind.
Well, it looks like a tree was cut down here. Beautiful firewood. Maple. Interesting. An older gentleman I thought I was going to be able to say hi to. Went off the path into the woods. Interesting. Maybe he's got business to do. Alright, well, not feeling overly chatty today, but I did go ahead and make the purchase of the iSmoothRun app. And one of the things I really like, so I had been trying the Wahoo app. Wahoo was a free app that recorded and then shared nicely with other apps. You had to go through and share, though. I'm not sure if this automatically shares or you have to tell it to share. But what I found is iSmoothRun seamlessly shares with all the apps I want it to. And that's nice. Alright, let's do my experiment.
1 minute, 26 seconds behind.
Okay, I'm trying to detect my pulse. Oh dear. Like I said, yep, not very accurate when you're walking. Shoot. Yeah, 170 beats per minute just walking. I think that's probably a good indicator that it's not accurate. Not only that, the what do you call it, the line that goes up and down? The graph is all over the place. It's kind of funny. All right, we'll scrap that. What I have to do is stop. Try it again. Okay, so just stop. Standing still. Measuring around 98. And the Fitbit says 88. Okay, well. Okay, well
2
that's.
minutes, 28 seconds behind.
Alright, I guess we will take the volume down for the ice smooth run lady. Put my sock back on. Sorry about the noise, it's a scuffling sound. Alright, well, that's the reason why I was asking about the heart rate monitor. This is not going to help me downloading this app. Chest strap monitor or something. Carlos suggested the kind that fits in your ears. I guess they're earbuds. Do they double as earbuds? I guess that would be the question. I'll have to look into that. I've seen those. Wonder what their cost is. So right now the Fitbit is saying 111 beats per minute just on a brisk walk. So what is my plan for tomorrow? I don't know. Really going to be winging it. I'll probably start out on a walk, and then at some point I will run for a little bit and maybe try nose breathing. nose breathing. I don't know, or I just will run at what feels comfortable tomorrow, and then worry about nose breathing another day. Had a chat with my oldest son the other day. I think it was yesterday morning. He's just about to go get ready for work, and he called. He was on his way to work, and he was meeting, I guess he probably didn't get to say all he wanted to say to me, so he called my wife back later. He was meeting his girlfriend's father for the first time, and she kept telling him, oh, it's no big deal. He's like, it's a big deal, it's your father. So, see how that went. think they're having dinner together tonight, just the two of them. So my wife said, "Are you looking to be asking any questions?" Hint, hint. He said, "Probably not till Christmas." So there's a hint. But to me, he talks more philosophically, or issues-oriented conversations. So he may talk to me about a book he's read or about things in the political world. One of the clients he works with in the political world, they were all geared up for a Clinton victory in the election. So they had a lot of things lined up for that, what seemed like an inevitability. And then it didn't turn out that way, so they had to shift gears in a big way. So I think he's enjoying his work right now, and we're glad of that. Very glad. Remember, a couple of months ago, it seemed like his application for another job sabotaged his current work situation, but things worked out in the end. I'm reading through a book right now I started a book called Knowing Your Strengths, or something like that. I think it was a follow-up to another book. The first book was something like Throw Away the Rules, and the second book was And Now Know Your Strengths. And it's talking about working toward your strengths, identifying what they are. So are you task-oriented? Are you... it has 34 possibilities of what your strengths could be. So it's kind of like a psych test, personality test, maybe is better. It says, let's assess, find out your 5 greatest strengths, and then work your strengths. It doesn't mean ignore your weaknesses, but it says really try to play to your strengths. And if you're managing others, learn how to identify their strengths and make sure that they are working in the environment that best suits their style, so that way they can succeed well. So there's an online questionnaire to take, and I've done that. But I was reading something else about this test. The test is called Strengths Finder. Right now the version is Strengths Finder 2.0. And somebody suggested go through each of the strengths one by one. And you first identify what makes sense to you. Like say, oh, that really resonates with me. Or no, that definitely doesn't resonate with me. Or maybe a little bit. So doing that and then looking at the results of the online test. So right now I'm going through about number 14 of 34. Going through and just writing out how they're described and what things stand out to me. And then I kind of rate myself depending on the definition they give on a scale of 1 to 10. How much of this do I identify with? So I'm doing 1 to 10, not 0. So the very first one, I forget what it was, I put a 1. It's just definitely not me. And I found one where I put a 9. I thought that really does describe me. And others are, 2 or 3, 4, 6, 8. maybe I see a trend toward, it does seem to describe me. The reason why the suggestion was to go through them individually, not just rely on the test scores, is because the test, no test is foolproof. I'm sure it's proven in some ways, but there may be some things that it really overlooks. Now, again, when you buy the book, you get the top 5 strengths that it identifies for you out of 34. You can pay more to see what it said about the rest, but I think this is trying to address that. So let's say nothing came up as being analytical. It was not one of your top 5 strengths. Though when you read the definition and the description, you say, oh my gosh, that is me. I love analyzing things, but I don't like analyzing everything, and I don't like all of the aspects of how this defines. So therefore, maybe I'll give myself a 6. I'm not an analytical, obsessive person, but I tend to analyze things quite a bit. So, so you kind of rate yourself. Say, yeah, I do identify with this, but not everything. So you find some happy medium to place yourself. So just going through that, trying to assess. And then I'm also trying to look, I think I have a web page bookmarked to come back to later. It says finding what is a line of work that matches up with my strengths. So I don't necessarily feel like I am in a job that plays to my strengths. It could be. It just kind of depends on what the current job description is. And if my job description is to manage a bunch of projects, well, that is not my strength. It doesn't mean I can't do it or can't become better at it. It's just not my natural bent. So we're working on that. Well, we have lots of bare trees here, but some trees are still quite colorful. It's the maple trees that I think are holding out. Most oak trees, the leaves are brown. Pin oaks, they'll be brown and they'll just stay there for the winter. Got some red maples. Saw a brilliant one the other day. Wanted to take a picture of it, but I just wasn't in the right place or in the right circumstance to do that. Passing by a maple right now that has a good number of leaves still on it, and it is a mixture of green and yellow. Whenever I see these these colors together, this green and this yellow, I don't know if you've seen the illustrations for Lord of the Rings by Tolkien, his own illustrations. Always makes me think of Lothlorien, the way it's described in the book and in the pictures he illustrated. So that forest where the elves are from. All right, I'm on the not too much further to go till I am back, passing around the Union Cemetery. So I saw one runner and her dog with a slight sweater on, but I don't know where she got to. She was just running around the 4th Street Park loop. It's not super long. I haven't seen her around the trail here. I know Cindy Field is still officiating soccer. I think she's coming to the end. She had a nice picture the other day that she posted with other officials. Alright, I'm transitioning from soccer fields to baseball fields. And I turned down the ice smooth run lady so she wouldn't keep reminding me how far behind my pace I am. I'll say it's probably going to be a good 6 minutes behind pace or something like that by the end. I feel like I'm way ahead this year of lawn mowing toward the end of the season. Grass is still green, but I tried to cut it kind of short in the last cutting. Seems like I'm often doing a cutting still before Thanksgiving. And it's not such a big deal to me, except for when the grass is longer, the leaves just get stuck. They don't go anywhere, they don't blow away. So I was intent at getting a shorter cutting so the leaves would exit from the lawn and go somewhere else. I think I'll have to, since my maple trees are still dropping their leaves that are all yellow right now, on a less than windy day than today, it would be good to get out the push mower and mow all of that into, what I like to do is I like to mow it into, have the side shooting feature. So it's usually set to a mulch mowing, but I will mow so that way it shoots out to the side, and then I will kind of work a circle down until I can and maybe mow it up, put the catcher on, and get the leaves all chewed up. I wish it chewed it up better, but it does some. Makes them denser and not all fluffed up, and that way they can break down a little better. Should take a picture of this foul ball area. The foul ball area shows a picture of a stick figure, basically, with the ball bouncing off of his head. So we'll make that my cover shot for today. All right, well, pray I come out of the 5K tomorrow in good shape. Again, I'm trying to be careful of how much effort I put into it until I can talk to my doctor. I think I did say earlier that I did see somebody else just to be looked at, and she didn't think that my heart was having issues, but just something feels different, and I don't know whether I've just been set back a little bit or if there's something else to pay attention to. But maybe I need to start over again. And if that's what I need to do, I will. As far as walking and kind of pull back on running until I start feeling more normal again. So I'm going to wrap things up for today. This is Steve on a Friday, blustery but clear, cool, and maybe we will touch base tomorrow. I think I said I wouldn't do anything again until after Saturday, but here I am. Oh, here's another good picture. Anyway, so this is Steve. I'll bid you all a good weekend or whenever I get this posted. And we'll talk again as soon as possible. Bye for now.